Hi guys. Oh, I'm recording this right after part 2. And well this isn't really the end because there's still one more towards the end of hard mode, but I will do like a recap of the both stories of new flavor and true flavor with that one so it can be longer. Okay, so a dish for crust. A. Oh my goodness. It's sublime. It's better than I could ever expected. The texture is out of this world and it's been seasoned to perfection. That's all thanks to the spell you cast. It really does feel like I'm under a spell. My heart feels like it's overflowing and I have this goofy grin on my face. So this is how happiness tastes. Your cooking really does bring out the happiness in people, Aid. That's right. I'm sure you're wondering how I do it. Yes, I'm dying to know. I want nothing more than Bready to feel happy. Uh, 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 like a mix. That was a mix of a voice crack and a regular voice. I want nothing more than for Bready to feel happy when eating my cooking. Well then, if you don't mind, why don't you make me a dish and pretend as if Bready is going to eat it? Right now? Er, okay, I'll try. First, most is about basically laying out all the ingredients. Hmm, hmm, and faster. Do you have any idea why Crust is hesitating? Looks like she's prepared all the ingredients. It's probably because she doesn't know exactly what to make. I know Crust is more fixated on a specific taste rather than a specific dish. I see. Hmm. A bit of this and a bit of that. Try to touch it as little as possible. Really enjoy it, right? Take all this out. Phew, I think it's ready. I still need to do a bit more research. Not again, Crust. Research this, research that. No more research, just be yourself. Why, Crust doesn't know. But this is as good as I can do at the moment. I see. You probably got an inkling of this while watching me cook, but you might want to brace yourself while tasting this. Bready has rather unusual tastes, so I used some unorthodox methods. I'm not sure what other people would think of it. You're right. I don't need to try it to know what will taste bad. Huh? Because you didn't make this dish for Bready. You made it for yourself. Huh? Tia said something along the same lines. She mentioned how Bready looked unhappy. She questioned whether I was really making these dishes for Bready. I don't understand it. Why does everyone keep asking me that? I thought I knew what I was doing. I think you misunderstood the correlation between food and happiness. I I have? Yes. It takes more than taste alone for someone to derive happiness from food. A handwritten personalized invitation. a bright smile upon arriving at the place which is brimming with an embuement atmosphere. A dish made by someone who's humming away happily while they cook. A dish lovingly plated, a multi-course meal throughout fully presented in sequence. All of these things can inspire happiness. Eh? How did you feel when you ate the dish I made for you? It was delicious, and I felt happy. Why were you happy? Because... Sorry. It was so enjoyable to watch you cooking up close. It was a nice casting the magic spell together. Being treated with such care made me feel good. And on top of that, the food was delicious. Hmm. Eh, are you starting to get it now? Hmm. I think my work here is done. I'll leave the rest to you, Master. Sure thing. Thanks for coming today, Aide. No, thank you for allowing me to have such a wonderful time. Hmm. Aide leaves the kitchen. Crust carefully tastes the dish she made. Huh. It's not delicious. Not even close. This is why I've been trying to feed to Bready this whole time. Crust proceeds to stand frozen for a long time, staring at the food she made. Oh, at least Crust knows why. A dish for Crust B. Hmm. Hmm. Where is Bready? Um. Hmm. Not bad. All the ingredients blend well together. I expected no less from you, Crust. Nom nom. Hmm. The combination of the ingredients and the balance of flavors are perfect. You seem more excited while making it as well. It was adorable. What about the flavor? How does it taste? Uh, it's the same as what I usually eat. It's delicious. Hmm. Bready would always smile when she ate my food, and that will make me smile too. I would smile while I was cooking, because I like that she got so much enjoyment. I was eating my food, and now I'm not sure. What were the feelings coursing through me during my research? I think I was impatient. Oh, I felt a little frustrated that she wasn't feeling happy while eating my food. I'm sure she felt all those negative, doubting emotions running through my mind was as I was cooking. Really isn't happy. Oh, I see. It's no wonder she wasn't happy all this time. It's because I wasn't happy. Crust. Are you okay? Uh, Hi. I realize it now, Mr. Goldman. I was being selfish. Once I saw the expression Bready made after tasting you, I wanted to see her feel the same thing when eating my food. That look I saw on her face was one true of joy. In that moment, I forgot everything. All the moments in the past when she smiled and been perfectly happy eating my food, she always smiled. I forgot all of it, like a complete fool. Hmm. Every time the bell rang, Bready must have come walking and filled with anticipation as to what I may serve her. Would serve her. But I kept giving her bizarre experimental dishes instead. What should I do? Bready must be so disappointed in me. You can cook for her again. Do you think I can? Of course you can, Crust. You can make the dishes you usually made before. The ones that made Bready happy. Hmm. Will that be enough? Of course. You've also learned a lot from Tia and Aid. You're right. They taught me that when emotions are one-sided, even something like kindness can feel like malice. And I learned how to make someone feel happy while eating. Hmm. Okay. I made up my mind. I'm going to write an invitation for Bready. Come to think of it, I never officially invited Bready here before. Of course, it's because I never really needed to. But A said that from the moment she received an invitation, she felt a sense of excitement, of joy. So when Bready arrives with her invitation in hand, I'll serve her a dish that will make her feel absolutely blissful. And I'll tell her everything. Why I made all those weird dishes. Everything. Her eyes start to sparkle. I should prepare right away. Will you help me, Mr. Command? Of course. Thank you. Finally, Crust now knows that she needs to be just herself. I just want to eat something delicious. And what this research saying? Um, what's this? An invitation from Crust? You are cordially invited to the cooking oil kitchen where the air is filled with aroma of delicious food. I will prepare a wonderful meal which is guaranteed to make you happy, so be sure to arrive with an empty stomach. Your humble host, Crust. Um, Looks like she's concluded her research. That's a relief. Finally, Bready knew this whole time. I think Bready wanted Crust to figure out herself. Final presentation A. Come in. Welcome, Bready. This place is where the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food. Is the cooking oil kitchen. Oh, what is all this? Always eating in the same place can start to feel a bit dull. So I did a little bit of decoration. The place feels totally different, doesn't it? We spent all night putting up stickers and lights to liven up the kitchen. And you're pointing out my chair for me. Oh, so fancy. Naturally, you're our special guest after all. Oh, very well. Thank you. Ta-da! I prepared this grapefruit soda as an aperitif. It will help stimulate your appetite. Thank you. Mmm. Bready gives a small nod. I spent a long time contemplating what kind of meal to cook. Eventually, I decided that instead of a multi-course meal, I'll go for a single dish menu. Therefore, the main dish I prepared for you tonight is tenderloin steak. Crust brings out the raw ingredients and shows them to Bready. This is the prime center of the tenderloin called oh, what is that word? Chateaubriand. I picked a good one, don't you think? Yes. Based on the color, I get the sense that it's high quality. With this, I'll prepare a delicious meal for you. How would you like it cooked? Medium rare. Very well. Oh, I sort of tried, like, sort of raw meat. Well, raw steak. It's not medium rare or anything like that. It's almost well done, but it has some slight pink to it, and it tasted quite well. The sad part is that there's a lot of juice when it comes out on the plate, but it tasted good anyway. For me, I like well done steak. Very well. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. My throat. Crust carefully smears the meat as beads of sweat roll down her forehead. Crust is really trying this one. She swiftly prepares the sauce and fries the potatoes. Let's grill up the meat. Again, the juices intensify the aroma. Let's see. Wait, can't do that. That's cheating. That's only for the omurice. Ooey gooey goodness. Make this steak delicious. Hmm. One tenderloin steak. Bon appetit. You seem nervous. Huh? Is it that obvious? Very. Why don't you have a seat as well, Crust? Huh? You want me to sit down too? But being at the same eye level as me will make you less nervous. Really? Then maybe I will sit down. Before I eat, I have a question. What is it? Is this meal part of your final presentation? Bready knows. All according to Bready's plan. Final presentation B. I'm not quite sure what you're saying. You mean that I was able to finish my research and that this is the culmination of my findings? Exactly. At least that's why I figured out you were making such a grand show of all of this. That's not it. That plan was to wait until you were finished eating. And then I'll tell you everything about what's been going on. Huh? Hmm. I'll tell you, but you're not allowed to laugh at me or get upset. Alright. Deal. I gave up on the research. The whole venture was something I started out of my own stubbornness and greed. What? What in the world was this research about for you say to something like that? I, uh, this is so embarrassing. I was jealous of the expression you made after tasting Mr. Gourmand, and I wanted to make food that will make you just as happy. That's what the research was for. Oh, I see. So that's why you kept cooking all those exotic dishes. Yeah, I'm sorry for making you eat all those weird dishes. No, it's okay. Thank you for finally telling me. I've been wondering. Now I'll try the steak. Alright. The rich aroma of the meat blends with the tangy notes of the sauce. The amount of juice that seeps out when I slice it perfectly as is the tenderest of the steak itself. This is an exceptionally cooked medium rare. Now for the taste. Hmm. Oh, wait. Let me feed it to you. Why would you want to feed it to me? The way you describe the aromas of the dish in great detail one by one. I'm familiar with that way of speaking. It's how you go about your evaluations when you're doing cooking research together. I can only assume that you're giving me an evaluation right now. Oh. I may have put a hold to my research, but I still want you to enjoy the food that I made and be happy. So, this is my way of scoring some brownie points. Crust picks up the neatly sliced portion of steak with a fork and holds it out to Bready. Here comes the airplane. Ew. Oh. Thanks. Oh. I asked you to send for me to ease your into your nerves, but apparently all I did was make you more nervous. I guess it can't be helped. Being judged always makes you nervous. Phew, phew. Oh, well, I'll dig in. Nom nom nom. Mmm. Gil, how, how is it? Mm, mm. Oh, that looks really cool. wait, I didn't skip one. Okay. I was going to try and hide it for a while, but I can't help it. Huh? It's as I expected. The taste of your cooking hasn't changed. It's delicious, adorable, and makes me happy. There we go. Finally, Crust is no longer jealous of Mr. Gourmand. She's back to her regular self, and she will never feel jealous again. I missed it. That's why I was eager for you to be done with all this silly research business. Now that I know you were doing that for me, um, delicious, adorable. Oh, Crust is crying. And did you say you're happy? I am. I wanted to cry. I'm always happy whenever I get to eat your food. The fact that you cook with so much joy always piqued my curiosity. But today you plan out this entire meal for me, invitation and all. That makes me even more happy. Oh my gosh. Mm, I'm sorry for making you eat all that terrible food, for making you feel so unhappy, for being so greedy. You always had such a happy expression on your face, and I had no idea. I did all of these ridiculous things. You must have been so disappointed in me. How could I be disappointed in someone who just wanted to make me happy? But next time you start feeling this way, please let me know. Don't launch off into your own research. We can work our way through it together. Yeah. Also, don't forget, your research was a success. It was? Yes. You cooked a dish that made me happy. If I were to grade the dish, I'll give it a perfect score. You worked hard, Crust. I'm so glad to hear that. Why are you laughing suddenly? I'm just so happy. I can't stop laughing. Hmm, good. Thanks for letting me taste something made from the heart. The flavor of this one I won't ever forget. Now am I allowed back in the kitchen? Yes, yes. Now that the research is over. I'm curious though. How exactly do you conduct your research? I thought that if I wait, I thought that if I used Mr. Goman, maybe I could make food that tasted like him. He rubbed his oh, he rubbed his hands on the food, and I even had him put in some of his hair. Um, that's not a bad approach, actually. I thought so. What the? Instead of hair, how about collecting some saliva or sweat? Darn, I didn't think that far. Yeah, probably that would have been better, saliva or sweat, because it would have evaporated with the boiled water, or it will get soaked into the meat or blend with the other juices of the sauce or anything like that. Huh. Crust and Bready quietly stare at me. Cannibalism, they're gonna eat me. Run, run. It seems like the cooking research will continue for a while yet. Although no one knows whether it will succeed, that process itself will become a vital factor towards determining the flavors they create. After all, the most indispensable culinary ingredients are sincerity and happiness. Although I might not have such a fun time personally. There we go. That was a nice story. You know, at the beginning, I was not liking the story, but towards the end, I liked it. Because because Crust was just experimenting all the time, and that kind of made me upset because Crust should know better than that. But at the end, I was given a happy story. So, mm, true flavor over ish. There's still one more from the hard mode, but that will sooner or later come. How much time? Oh, 30 minutes. Perfectly done. So next it will be mud skip. It won't take me. Okay, good. I didn't want. I didn't want it to take me to the story. Mud skip. So I'll read this quickly before the anniversary. I don't think it will be that long. Let's see. So 1. So 5. No, I don't think it will be that long. So it will have 3 parts with 5 stories. I think. And so that's the end for the video. So like, subscribe. Goodbye.